Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 15th of January to Friday the 19th of January 2024. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the Nifty chart and let's start with the monthly first. So if you look at the monthly chart, um, today the markets slightly closed in the red, 65 points down on the Nifty. We still have this monthly level of demand intact. So let's go ahead and mark this level here. Mark it right up to the wick, 20,212 to 18,818. Let's move on to the weekly chart now. On the weekly chart, within the monthly chart, we have this level of demand, which is located right from 19,855 to 19,395. And now if you go on to the daily chart, the closest level of demand is this area over here. So let's go ahead and plot that. This is your drop base rally in price, 21,654 to 21,448. So although we have a negative close for the day today, that doesn't indicate anything. It just probably means that the market could just retrace back towards these levels, correct? And then probably resume its trend to the upside. All right, let's move on to the next market, which is the Bank Nifty. And let's look at some of the key levels on Bank Nifty today. So today we have HDFC Bank announcing its earnings, and probably tomorrow there might be a little bit of an impact on Bank Nifty, depending on how the results come out, because HDFC Bank has the highest weightage on the banking sector. But as we see right now, Nifty Bank 44,535 to 42,042 is a key level of demand on the monthly chart. If we go on to the weekly chart, within the monthly, we have this level of demand, which is from 44,400 odd levels to 43,307 on the weekly chart. Right now, we are seeing this consolidation happening, no clear direction yet. And when we break that down onto the daily chart, this is what we are seeing right now, right? So very, very tight consolidation. This demand zone is still holding. And as long as this demand zone is holding, we can expect to see a consolidation or then any break above the 48,638 will then probably push in for more momentum towards the upside. But until then, this seems to be the range 48,638 to 46,887 on the Bank Nifty. Let's move on to the next chart, which is the Nifty Financial Services, which is also called as the Fin Nifty. And let's quickly have a look at Fin Nifty for tomorrow. So if you look at the Fin Nifty chart, very, very similar to the Bank Nifty chart, drop base rally demand, 19,990 to 18,844 on the monthly chart. And within the weekly chart, also very, very similar formation to that of the Bank Nifty, which is this rally base rally here, 19,833 to 19,374. And then on the daily chart, we also have this level of demand over here, which is slightly above your daily demand zones. So demand zones are very, very far away from the current market price. Right now, we can see how the financial services is also just range bound like the Nifty, and also very, very similar to the Bank Nifty. This one is also holding on to this level of demand, right? So unless and until 20,901 breaks to the downside or 21,546 breaks to the upside, we may not be able to see a clear momentum, and market might tend to be a little range bound. All right, let's move on to the USD INR. All right, so let's load the USD INR, and we'll just wait for all the charts to show up first. Okay, so on the USD INR today, or on the monthly chart first, we are seeing this consolidation. Then on the weekly chart, we are seeing this strong move to the upside. And then on the daily chart is also this move that is coming in. So probably the move that is coming in right now, I think that price is more or less reacting to this level of demand here strongly. And if this level of demand tends to hold, and if we see the USD INR moving to the upside, then there is a very likely possibility that the Nifty might tend to see a little bit of a correction, right? So all the indices might tend to correct a little bit till and until the USD INR reacts from supply and starts to fall down because of the inverse correlation. So right now, pretty much these are the levels on the USD INR. Let's quickly have a look at the India VIX now. And so let us look at the daily chart. And yeah, so this is the daily chart, and you can see 15.13, 15.97 was a level plotted. And price did come into this level, did violate this level a bit, but this level seems to be holding, which means that there is a chunk of supply sitting here now because of the big news, that is the HDFC Bank earnings, and of course the overall quarterly earnings for this month is going to keep the India VIX at a little bit of higher level. So we might expect to see the India VIX trying to remain above the 12% handle, and it might even tend to increase going closer towards the 16% handle. In case if the market does break the 16% handle, then there is a possibility that we might see a little bit of an even stronger correction in the market. But right now, because the VIX is just a little bit range bound, that's why you might see Nifty and the indices correcting a little bit and then trying to maintain some kind of consolidation. All right, now let's look at the heavyweights. First, let's look at Reliance, and then we'll have a look at HDFC Bank. So let's start with Reliance first. Let's start off with the monthly chart of Reliance. So on the monthly chart, Reliance seems to be very, very strong. Obviously, you can see here that we are approaching a little bit of the top here on Reliance, 28.57. So current market price is 27.49. If you look at the weekly chart, we are in this entire consolidation, but this is a level that price has visited on many occasions. And this is now again an attempt for the price to try and break this level. So it'll be interesting to see whether the markets are able to break, or then we are going to move into another consolidation, right? So unless and until 28.69 breaks to the upside, there is no bullish momentum that might come onto Reliance. And plus, we also have this pro gap over here, which is right at this level. And today you can see how the prices came inside that pro gap and gave a strong reaction, right? So we got to be a little careful now, because these are expensive areas on Reliance, and taking into consideration if there is a corrective move, then Reliance also can significantly bring pressure on the Nifty. So this area seems to be a good supply zone. Let us see in the days to come whether this supply zone holds or breaks the 28.58 handle. Okay. Let's move on to the last stock, which is HDFC Bank. Today, HDFC Bank are announcing their earnings. And let's look at it with a slightly bigger perspective. So let's start off with the monthly chart on HDFC Bank first. So on HDFC Bank, we have this level of, this is the 15-minute chart. Let's go to the monthly chart. Yes, this is the monthly chart of HDFC Bank. Trying to hold on to this this level over here, which is the monthly level. Right now, prices are reacting from the monthly level of demand and holding on to this level of demand. If you go on to the weekly chart, this level is also trying to hold now. Now, it will be interesting to see whether this leads into another consolidation move, or whether the prices come back and retest this level of demand. right? So this is going to be a little bit of a situation now for HDFC Bank. Also, earnings coming out is going to be putting a little bit of a pressure on this stock to perform. And right now, if you just see here, we are reacting to this daily level of demand. Right. So if you look at this daily level of demand, there is a possibility if the earnings do come out and they come out positive, then most likely, first and foremost, the first target from this demand zone will be this high, which is 1721. So let us wait and watch as to what the earnings are, what the results are. So there's one level of demand here as well. So let's go ahead and plot that level. So this will be an interesting scenario here that might play out on HDFC Bank. So we have this supply, which is already tested once, and then we have this level of demand, which is at 1635, 1650. All right, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this week's analysis. I'm going to be signing off. And once again, thank you and for being patient, for listening to this weekly analysis. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. And if you do like our analysis, then please do give your comments in the chat section of the YouTube channel. Wishing you all the best for this week and see you all next week. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.